About to get brake pads put on the Mustang. So
you on the front or the rear?
The front. Them big ass pads going to
Mustang, the EV Mustang.
Say it again, please.
He had the EV Mustang.
Yes.
He traded it in for 2021. And it's a black, but he's like, my check engine light came on last night. I'm like, bro, it's got
no miles on.
8,000 miles. I was like, what were you doing when it came on? He was like, I was in the express lane doing 140. He's like, I do that every day. So I'm like, I outran it. I was in my Trailblazer.
You got a Trailblazer?
I had.
SS?
An SS. Well, it was an SS clone that we had built. And a buddy of mine was in his Cherokee County patrol car. And it was one of the new Chargers. And he's like, he was wanting to buy my car. And I was like, well, this is the price I want for it. He made me an offer. I said, I'll make you a deal. If this Trailblazer outruns your cop car, I'll sell it to you for what I want. And if you beat me, I'll sell it to you for what you want. And he was like, done. We went on to the 92. I said, you want to go from a dig or from a roll? We'll do both. I said, I'm gonna smoke you from both. And I whooped his ass from both.
What motor did you have in it?
It was a 6.0.
Oh.
We pulled it. It was rare, but they came with, in the un-SS model, they came with a 5.3. So the only thing difference is the SS didn't have the roof rack, and it had, you know, the engravings and the seats and the 6.0. Yeah. But they put the 5.3 in it. But it was a nightmare of an engine job.
Why was it so difficult?
Just the way it's crammed in there. It's just,
everything's tight.
Literally just crammed. I mean, I think we had like 15 hours in pulling the engine. It was something stupid.
Y'all did it right here?
Yeah.
What? You should have kept it.
I wanted to, but it was just one of those, you know how many cars I've owned.
Yeah.
I don't keep cars for long and just...
I'm trying to say you take them shits out. I see on the other side, it's more light over there. Y'all been staying pretty busy over here?
We've been real up until this week. This week's been kind of slow.
It's the calm before the storm. I mean, because
I got 5 motor jobs out there I need to do. This being one of them.
Look at this sexy thing right here. Who wants to put an engine in this thing? Those people, I guess. Yeah. Is it like a...
I guess he wants to turn it into a camper.
So you're gonna spend $5,000 on putting an engine in something that costs $1,500 bucks?
I wouldn't even give him that much for it.
I'll give him $1,500 bucks for it. Shit, yeah. There's a front and a back because I know some pads going specifically front and back. So that's why I brought all 4 of them over.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're all the same. Yes.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So the first time I hear stop.
Yeah, anytime you hear grinding.
It sounds like I'm gonna have to replace pads and rotors. Another $700. Well, y'all probably charge me $700. Ford probably charged me like $1,500.
What are you trying to say, man? Are you trying to rip you off?
I said Ford. I said y'all probably charge me $700. Ford would probably charge me $1,500.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason I drive
Just
an hour and a half.
It's a Mustang.
Well, because it got the brakes on, the Brembos on it.
Yeah. They gonna charge this guy more money.
The brakes up.
Brake, like I hit brake fade several times, and that shit scares me. When you're doing 140 and hit the brakes, and it's like,
fade out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these pads are supposed to help with that. The hot performance stuff's really nice.
Brake fade comes with fluid going bad, nothing bad, you know.
So what?
It's become hot. Fluid getting hot.
Lots of fluid.
Fluid gets hot from.
It's hydroscopic, so it absorbs water, and as it heats up and cools back down.
Y'all got any?
Condensation in there. We got brake fluid, yeah.
Like this fancy Nancy shit?
I think I've got some .5.
Well, that means I would have to like flush the whole system, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to flush the whole system. But I mean, it wouldn't. I don't think you can. Let me read. The .4 I know I have dot 4 right here.
I thought it was the pads. Huh. Learn something new every day.
I mean, brake fade can definitely come from pads also.
Huh.
If the pads get hot,
Yeah.
it puts
It'll glaze over, yeah.
a liner in between it and it gets hot and it glazes and then
You die.
It can also come from overheating the brake fluid, but you're probably not overheating the brake fluid. It's probably a glaze on the pads.
Yeah, he don't know what the brake pedal is. He knows what the one beside it is.
Skinny pedal.
Yeah, the skinny one's the one that goes.
Skinny pedal and the
Yeah,
far
man,
left
we have
pedal.
parachutes soon. Your car's got parachutes, bro.
Hey man, look. I saw a TikTok video. The guy was saying that like just because you have 400 horsepower don't mean you need a parachute. I was like, fuck you, man. That really hurt my feelings. I was like, you know what? I remember back in the day, if you had 400 horsepower, you were king dingling.
Right.
Now if you have 400 horsepower, it's like,
I
haha.
remember when we hit 1,000 horsepower in the vet, and everybody was like, "Damn!" And then the 1,000 horsepower mark was the King Dick mark.
Yeah.
And now, you know,
You got 1,000.
horsepower is like, oh, you got 1,000 horsepower. Right?
Congratulations.
1,000 horsepower. So
If you're not doing 300 mile an hour.
that on a stock motor to the ground with a big ass blower on it, so it
Like,
was like, but that motor didn't last but like.
It was a couple hero passes.
No, I mean we had a good 5,000 miles out of it. But when I street drove the car and then we'd race it, and I was up in North Georgia and
Is that when you were doing those fucking mile runs or whatever?
half mile.
Yeah.
No, this was just on the street, and it was a big race with a buddy of mine's Camaro. His was a full-on drag car, not a street car, but we were up off 515 racing and punched it, and he went sideways, and I'm like, man, the car's just no power. And on the way home, the oil light came on, and I'm like, well, why is the oil light come on? So, I pull over and I check the oil, and it's just
Glitter.
nothing but glitter. And I'm like,
Oh well.
You go.
so
That's it, y'all.
That's when we went to Thompson Motorsports. We called them up, and they sponsored us for a while, and they gave us a really good deal. But we did what did we start out with? A 396, I think, when we went, and then it went. The big boy we ended up going with was a 440 after we blew that motor up in Ocala. So we blew that other Thompson motor up in Ocala, 195 mile an hour, and
Was that the turbo setup or the supercharger?
that was the supercharger. That's when we blew that motor up. That's when we went twin turbos with the power glide. And that's when the car became a little more fun.
Right, cause like
Power glide on the street was just not.
it's not fun
Fun. I mean, it was fun to drive it
on the track.
at the track.
How'd you like it when it was you loved it when it was manual and all that
Oh
shit?
yeah, well, I mean, it's a driver's car. It's
Yeah.
a manual car. When you go automatic, it just.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Whee!
Yeah.
700 horsepower on the street's fun. Like that's what the guy was saying to me. Huh?
700. I wish I'd have never broke that like 800 mark. Because when you get up, when you get up into that 1,000 mark on the street, sometimes you have traction issues. And you get beat by a 700 horse car, it doesn't have traction issues.
Yeah.
And that's where it got. When I got outrun. We were at like 1250, and I got outrun one night by a buddy that had 800, and it was like,
This sucks.
why'd we get outrun? He's like, I just beat you, and I'm like, because I'm literally pedaling it, trying to get traction, and it just.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't get it.
Yeah. If it don't go to the floor, then what's the point?
It don't matter if you put it on the dyno.
Yep. Cause it's two things that you wanna find out. Huh.
Really clean other than the damage right there on the
I love these things, man. It's automatic though. Yeah, the GoPro mount. Oh, that's fucking fancy.
I just bought it.
That shifter has just always been seemed weird to me. Like how it's just.
And it's like the true, like short throw. It literally like, there's that much movement in the shifter.
Huh.
In neutral. So you're like, am I in neutral? Or is this just play? I'm in neutral.
This thing.
Pedals, you've literally, like, if you look down here at the pedals, you've got to drive this thing barefoot. Like, see the pedals?
Yeah, they're just like right here.
Yeah. Like, if my foot's on the gas pedal, it's touching the brake pedal.
So you gotta drive with like those racing shoes, huh? Those
Those
super
little tiny
thin.
Yeah,
Basically with socks.
That's why they make driving shoes for these cars right here.
Yeah.
And that's, so you don't melt your feet, because
Hmm?
these cars were known for
Overheating.
like these, the Corvettes. No, just the floorboards getting really, really hot.
Huh. What engine did they put in this thing?
I don't know what's in this one, but it was.
I want to touch it, but I'm scared. I can't afford it. Oh, it says right there.
Aluminum.
God.
If it's the original.
You ever been to seen the one in Vegas at the Carroll Shelby Museum or whatever out there in Vegas? They got the original one. It's fucked up looking, and the guy that was walking us through there, he was like, people have offered them $1 million for it, and they was like, it's not enough. I was like, that car looks like ass. Like the seats are all fucked up, everything's all fucked up, but it's just how Carroll Shelby left it.
Right.
I was like, well, that's fucking cool, but
Yeah, like what I love is like the door handles.
just a piece of leather.
Like a piece of leather to grab. I mean, it's just a cool ass car.
Yeah. It's a kit car? Probably. Most of them are kit cars.
Hey Kevin, is that a kit car? It is. A drag car. So they were telling me it was a drag car and they were taking it back to a street car.
You gotta put the handle on it. So strong.
Ogre?
Ogre. The ogre. You!
Oh, you know this?
Yeah, look at you, just like.
I used to be, now I'm just fat guy. Man, tighten the wheels down this time?
Oh, dude, please. That's scared. Now I'm scared now. Now I'm thinking about it. You just planted the seed.
No, didn't when this car came in the first time to us, one of the wheels were loose, right?
On my car?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, one of the wheels was loose. No, the bearings.
The hubs.
The bearings were.
Yeah.
That's right.
In the back, yeah. That's when y'all replaced them.
That's because you were complaining of the.
Yeah, at 100 and like once across.
The car feels really weird, like 100 plus, and I'm like.
Booka, booka, booka. You can move the wheels up and down. Like, I was like, huh? Well,
Jacked it up and just shook it, and the wheel was doing this.
yep. I'm like, huh? Well, that's not safe.
I mean, it's not safe.
And the day before I did 130. Huh?
Every day, because you drive a Mustang.
So what?
So you put your, you take your own life in your hands every day. 'cause
Oh
you drive a
yeah.
Mustang.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not
I mean,
worried.
at any second, this thing could just turn left and boom.
It runs in, they attracted the curbs.
Hope that it goes right and you take out a curb and not left and into an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, that would fucking blow.
Right?
That would fucking suck.
You and Kevin should go line them up.
Who's Kevin?
Guy next door.
I'll line up.
Oh, with his Camaro.
I'll line up with him all day long.
We'll get all three of them.
Does he have a power adder? Or like what year is it and all this stuff?
It's a brand new Camaro, isn't it?
Is it the ZL1 1LE and all that stuff? The supercharged one and all
No,
that?
that's the green one that's sitting right over there.
I mean, move it?
That's fucking crazy. Brand new truck, 2022.
What are they getting done to it?
Okay, started 2020. 14,000 miles.
Ah, it's shit newer than anything I got.
Doing anything. You see, my shit got a fucking block holding the frame together. I welded it on.
Hey man, look.
Hey,
That's really loud.
sounds good.
It's just really loud.
Too. Woo, there you go. Fucking Nazi.
God dang, son. This shit's loud. Everything's loud.
Yeah. Well, it's just
You Ford people.
Yeah, hey.
We got a V6, 3.5 liter. We put a turbo on it.
Two of them.
Last 50,000 miles.
and it can fit inside
Like a
the
Woody
truck.
station wagon?
Yeah.
Like a 80s Cutlass station wagon kind of
Open that back door.
Got a nice baby seat in there. Oh, that's fucking fancy.
Yeah, look at all that room.
Dude, god dang. I'll be cool like
Jump back seat.
the ogre.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna get him a t-shirt and call him the ogre. There's my car.
Yeah, I think here it going.
Yeah. Did it slow down good?
Stop, slow it down.
Yeah, this is a.
I thought this was a torque wrench.
Nope, that's just a regular old wrench.
What the fuck do you need
for
this?
breaking. I think it's designed for the crank bolts on the Duramax, isn't it?
Huh.
Something like that.
How tight is that bolt on the Duramax? That crank bolt. That.
Fucking tight.
We've broken how many?
A lot.
12.
This is fucking ridiculous. So I was doing the same thing you just said.
Chase, on this one. You got the ticket in the office?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get that thing out of here, and then we'll get the suit in.
I seriously thought this was a torque
That'll
wrench.
give you all the ugga duggas you need.
Yes. How was this the same price as that little one?
That's a good question.
Because they don't sell as many of them? Probably.
Because they know you'll pay. You know, not many guys are gonna buy those big ones.
Huh. Yeah.
But you know.
God, I kind of want this now. Like I don't know.
We'll keep it on in your truck. I mean, that's what you know, like big. Not old man.
It's a nigga knocker.
Fun if you hitting people with it. You know, it's if you get a flat tire and you're gonna change it out.
I got a big wrench for that. Well, not for taking the tires off, because I'm not changing tires on the side of the road. I'll pay somebody to do it.
Right.
But I check my tires. I got a big wrench my buddy gave me. I just bing bing. They make the high pitched noise. That means they're aired up.
I mean, if it makes the right noise, it's got air in it.
Yep.
If it makes the right noise, don't got air in it. Oh yeah.
Those big comfy fucking lazy boy seats.
Use it as a
Chestermobile. I didn't go around back.
We're gonna stick on the back here. I think it's free candy inside.
Are you serious?
Yeah, free candy inside over there.
The fuck? Freak out. What the fuck? That is hilarious. If this van's a rocking. Oh, dude. Don't be blind to motorcycle.
But if you look in it, it's his like camper van.
Huh. It seems like there will be candy inside of it.
Well, you can see like he's got the walls all done up.
Hmm?
Everything's wood and outlined, and he's got the bed in the back.
Hmm.
When he stripped it down to bring it in here.
Huh. It's like I can fall asleep right here. Is it stable on the lift? Huh. No, this is like springy.
Crazy?
Yes. Huh. Dude, hell yeah. I can ride down the road like a fucking big boss in this shit. Fucking, y'all gonna do the suspension on these? Cause it's normally garbage on these shits.
I think he's gonna have to recover from. It's not gonna close because the lights.
Oh.
He's gonna have to recover from the engine bill first.
Oh, Chase.
Build or build?
Bill. Oh, this is the flywheel that came. It's completely broke.
How the fuck did that even happen?
It's pretty common.
Flywheels breaking like that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. How does that happen? And what causes it?
It's just the spinning of the motor and starting it weakens it.
You gotta think about every time that the starter hits it. That starter's turning that motor over.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Was it like how bad was that motor?
the engine itself.
Yeah.
His biggest problem was the fact, and you can look inside of it. The biggest problem is he had low compression on one of the cylinders, and it kept fouling plug. So like number 5 was fouling the plug, and just for what it would cost you, it just doesn't make sense to go into engines anymore. You know, we don't pulling heads and rebuilding them. It sucks, but this is so much cheaper. So
What
much
was this?
faster.
$1,500? $2,000?
I want to say the engine was like $1,850.
Huh.
But it's all the little shit, you know. I mean, the exhaust manifolds broke.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
So-
taking them off. So
all the
those-
bolts
those
and shit start
manifolds
broke?
on this one are $130 a piece. My cost.
The fuck? Why?
Just
What?
Because it's a specific manifold just for the van.
Huh.
So
They gotta be a certain bend? Huh.
you know, like I was looking at, you know, like trying to put a set of shorty headers on it, because you can get a set of shorty headers for like $220, $230, but they don't make one for the van. I mean, we could have put one on there, but then we'd have had to cut the manifolds and the collectors, and it'd have been a pain.
Yeah,
in
to
the ass.
customize it, fabricate.
And just on something like this, it's not
Unless they really wanted it.
Right.
If they really wanted it, you'd be like, I got you. I got you.
exactly. They'd have to really want it. sensors, and there's just different things, and it's like, oh well, do we, you know, it's just the things you don't use every day.
Huh.
You know, they say you don't use it, you lose it. And
Yep.
it's the same thing.
It's like land nav in the Army. If you don't use it, you lose it all day.
Yeah, like back in the day, I used to, you know, and I could, if I sat down and thought about it hard enough, you know, with like setting bearings, sizes, and stuff like that, you know, and using the crush sleeves and tightening everything down, but that's something you do if you build engines. And then just,
You maintain stuff. I just got done editing the video for when I got the brake pads put on my car, and I still forgot to get a battery for my GoPro. Like I actually went to Walmart a couple of times to go get a battery, and I ended up leaving with like a box of cereal and milk and stuff. But yeah, like, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.